Hello, we're here with David Reese. He and his wife Jennifer started Share the Light Ministries, a ministry in Haiti. They did that a number of years ago, and it has been a little while since we've talked with David, and so we thought it would be a good idea to kind of get an update on how things are going down there. So David, Haiti is kind of hard to explain to a lot of people. You have to go and see it and smell it and taste it and experience it. It's unlike any other country. And I was trying to think the other day, when the first time we went, do you remember how long ago that was?
I do. 11 years ago.
Okay. And I remember it was during that first trip, right after the earthquake, that you and Jennifer just started feeling that tug to go back. And since then, you have started this ministry, Share the Light Ministry. And it's been a great privilege for us to walk with you all through that and with you through that, and it's been a blessing to us as well. Last time we talked, you told us about a ministry center that you had started. So can you sort of remind us, what is that ministry center?
Sure. The ministry center it's our hub. Okay. We have multiple things happen at the ministry center. We have worship services led by Gabriel, but also by local leaders that we have there. We have training sessions, short-term and long-term. We have food and water distribution there. We host people for events, children's ministry, weddings. So it's a ministry center, but we also try to use it as much as possible as a community center, so people have a place to come to.
Okay. So Gabe, you mentioned him. He's sort of the person in charge, the point person who keeps the ministry going. Is that right?
That's correct. Gabriel Lindor. I met him on our first trip down there, but started working with him on our second trip, and he and I have worked together for 11 years. Yeah. And he runs all the day-to-day operation, does the planning for the ministry, and is just outstanding man of God.
Good. It's nice to have somebody you can trust and you know.
Absolutely.
You mentioned this just a minute ago about food distribution, and if I remember correctly, that was one of the first things that you all did. So how is that going now?
It's going well. We serve approximately 120 families a month. The distribution happens bi-monthly.
Okay.
We have folks stopping by throughout the month at different times, and we try to supply and meet their needs at random times through the month. But the food distribution, official food distribution, happens twice monthly.
So what kind of food do you distribute?
We distribute the Haitian staples, rice and beans and spaghetti. And we do approximately 3,000 pounds a month if you combine both of those.
Okay. Now, I know that when you go to the grocery store here, we're seeing a lot of empty aisles or shelving that is empty because of supply and demand, or we just can't get the products. Do they face anything like that in Haiti?
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes when Gabriel goes to buy the supplies for the food distribution, it will take him multiple days, because at times he has to go to multiple towns or cities to get enough supplies to distribute. It's quite an adventure for him.
I bet. And has there been a price increase?
Yes, their inflation has doubled, which means their good, their form of money, is the value of it's about half. So 1,000 goods that would buy a certain amount of food, obviously now that just buys half the amount of food.
Yeah. Now, the other thing you said was water.
Yes.
So where does that water come from? Is that city water or?
No, we have a well on the property.
Okay.
And a couple years ago, we dug it out some more. It's gone deeper to get some better water. But we give that water out 3 times a week, and we do that every week. And we serve 400 to 500 people come each time.
You know, having been there several times, one of the things I just always sticks in my mind is that people will walk miles to get water.
Mm-hmm.
They'll wash their clothes, to eat, drink, bathe, whatever. So what is it that's a little bit different in what you're doing at your ministry center than what you might find at other wells throughout the community?
Well, at the Ministry Center, we don't charge anything for the water, which helps a lot of people because money is very tight. There, we also try to be respectful of the people in the area that do sell, because that's their livelihood.
Okay. Yeah.
So we try to work with those folks and as we would say, bless them some financially, because we have taken some of their business. But we want to give water to people. I mean, it just brings more people in to receive it. So we don't want to hurt someone by helping someone else.
It's a great ministry. We have read in the last year, 2, 3 years, can't keep up now. There's been a lot of political unrest there. And I think in Haiti, there's always been political unrest. But what is that looking like now? What shape, or what kind of impact has that had on the country?
It's had a great impact on the country. Trying to determine how to put it in words. The country has had difficulty in all the years we've been there, but from the last time I was there, it's shut down now. School is sporadic. Sometimes the children that can't go to school do get to go to school, but they're mostly closed down. The government's closed down. The roads are closed down. For quite a period of time in 2022, the fuel distribution place at the port was shut down. So the country, it doesn't have the flow of commerce. Even though the commerce was small, it still had a flow to it, but it doesn't have that now. It's very, very sporadic.
You mentioned violence once. What does that look like?
Well, the violence comes from gangs, and there's different gangs down there. Several names that's been on the news, like G9, 400 Mwazo, each have a territory. Each territory was managed by either a political association or party, I guess is what we call it here, or wealthy families. Well, the gangs have gained so much power, some of them have combined, and now they're fighting each other. So it's almost like a civil war without fighting for any type of belief or territory. It's just fighting almost for control. Yeah. Yes.
So has that opened up any doors for the ministry center?
It has, even though it's difficult and dangerous down there. One of the things that Gabriel and his wife have done is opened up the ministry center for housing. So they will house families for a night, 2 nights, weeks, months, whatever the need may be. Unfortunately, some houses of these folks have been destroyed, set on fire by the gangs. Sometimes the structure's still there, but it's so dangerous they can't sleep. They're scared, so they'll come to the ministry center, and God is protecting that facility, and people feel safe there.
That is a great ministry, and that's hard for us, I think, here to even begin to wrap our minds around what that feels like and looks like, because we've just not experienced that. The way that you're doing ministry there is a lot like Monte Vista does ministry. God lays something on our heart, we give birth to it, we cultivate it, and then at some point set it free to have a life of its own. And that, my understanding is that's a little bit what you all are doing between Share the Light and the ministry that Gabe is doing there for, on behalf of for you all. And he's doing a great job. So if there was 1 or 2 things that we could pray for him about, we've met him, he's been here at the church a couple of times, so people here know him. So what are a couple of ways that we can pray for him? Well,
one of the things that I would like to ask for prayer for Gabe is just pray for him as a person. He has a lot of responsibility. He's also a husband and a father. So there are times that I'm sure he's extremely overwhelmed. So just pray for God's peace to envelop him. Pray for him to make wise choices. And just, pray for him as, that he could just experience peace. I'm sure there's some sleepless nights.
Okay, those are good.
Yeah.
I would think that in all of this, with the inflation, trying to get supplies, trying to do ministry, that financial resources are also something that you need. So how can we help you with that? What can we do?
Yeah, obviously resources are, because money, it takes money to make the ministry work. If anyone had a desire to give, they can go to our website, sharelightministry.org. They can reach out to myself or Jennifer. If they go to the website, our contact information's on there. If they see us out, all stop us. Always willing to talk about Haiti. And we have other ways that folks can help support the ministry is praying.
Okay.
Praying for me and Jennifer to be able to help Gabe in the ways that he needs it. Not how we think it should be done, but how he needs the support.
Okay.
How the funds that we receive can be distributed by him properly to the places that there's a lot. We want to help everyone, but we want to be obedient to God's will.
Good. I know that you're not able to go to Haiti right now.
Right.
So you have found a way to connect with Gabe by meeting in the Dominican Republic.
Yes.
So you can still do some training, spend some time together, and you'll be going down again pretty soon, pretty quickly to see him. So good. I'm glad that opportunity is there. You know, I would add to that prayer request, and our prayer for you is the prayer that we find in the New Testament that the apostles and Paul talked about, and very simply that a door would open up, or a window of opportunity would open, that you would step through that door boldly, and that the message that you proclaim would be one of clarity that people could understand. So that's our prayer for you and for Gabe and for the ministry. Open doors, boldness, and clarity.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we'll look forward to hearing about how it goes and what happens until then.
Great.